here today to talk to you about a topic I'm very passionate about. For some reason, I didn't get to share the topic with the introduction person who was going to introduce me today. So the topic today is the life-changing benefits of exercise. So it was a early, cool summer morning. The sun had barely peeked over the horizon, and its light was starting to light up the area around Oklahoma State University cross-country track. So my friends and I rose early that morning, and we had met there at the track to run a lap around it. You see that we actually signed up for a race in Oklahoma City, and we kicked off our training that day to run a lap around it, and we're going to train for that in the coming weeks. So coming into that, I knew I wasn't ready because I knew I was kind of out of shape. I didn't know what to expect, but I wanted to spend time with my friends, so I decided to join them. So 10 minutes into it, I was running, and I was panting for air already. So I walked for a while, and I ran, I walked for a while, and I ran. I kept repeating that until I finished. When we were finished, I felt like I was finished. I sat there on the ground, just on the dirt for like 20 minutes, just trying to catch my breath. So at that moment, I realized two things. One is I was really out of shape. The second thing was I felt really alive. I felt like I hadn't felt this alive in years. So I felt like every cell in my body was awakened. So it was also a miserable thing, also a good thing at the same time. But that was a turning moment in my life. Since that moment on, I had engaged myself in regular exercise for years now. And I feel like my life has improved dramatically since then. I'm here today to share with you the benefits of exercise that I have seen in my own life. I want to share with you in three main areas of my life. The first one is health and fitness. The second one is quality of life. And the third one is character development. And then, I don't want to leave you guys hanging. I want to actually offer you some practical tips and advice on how to get started with exercising regularly. So, before that, I want to give you just a little bit from my background on my former life prior to exercising regularly. You see, when I got my first job as a software engineer, I somehow, don't know how, I bought into a lie that now that I have a full-time job, I have a good career, I have my wife, I have my kids, I really don't need to do exercise anymore. That's for college days. I bought into that. So a couple years into that, I realized that I was really getting out of shape. I felt like I had low energy. I had headaches very often. Headaches are horrible, we all know that. I was grumpy and irritable toward my wife and my kids. Just all these really, really bad things that I didn't experience before when I was in college, because in college I was very active physically. And I thought to myself, if this is how it's going to be for the rest of my life, this is miserable. I don't want this, you know. But I didn't know at the time. I thought this was normal for people getting older. This is just how it is. So thank goodness that was not the end of the story. I started engaging in regular exercise after that. And I'm here today to share with you benefits, to share with you that it has really changed my life for the better. So, health and fitness, that's the most obvious benefit we all think about, right? But what's not obvious is the vast extent of benefits that exercise can bring you. The list of benefits is so long, I don't think I could memorize it all, so I actually wrote things down here. I'm just gonna read some of this. Remember headaches I used to have? I don't have headaches often, and I don't have headaches much at all anymore. Occasionally I do. If I do, I just do a little bit of exercise and it usually goes away. So that itself is a huge benefit. Do you know that exercise regularly can help you sleep better? When you sleep better, it can help your body facilitate the self-healing process during your sleep. Another great benefit. It can help you build stronger heart and lung. It can help you lower your risk of heart disease. It can help you improve your cholesterol and blood pressure. It can help you build stronger muscles, joints, and bones. It can help you reduce your risk of chronic diseases, including cancer. It can help you lose weight and get fit, obviously. I mean, come on, who doesn't want to look good at the beach when you take off your shirt, right? And then, surprisingly, it is actually really good for your brain. For us academic people, we care about our brain a lot, right? If you go online and search for neuroscientist Wendy Suzuki, she has some fascinating findings on this, but she gave a TED talk on this. Basically, exercise regularly can give you long-lasting and immediate benefit for your brain. It can help your brain retain memory. It can help prevent conditions such as dementia, Alzheimer's, and depression. So it's fascinating. You should check it out. Next area of benefits I want to talk about is the quality of life. So I talked about I had really bad energy, low energy. I was grumpy, right? All of those things. So that is no longer the case. I feel like now I have energy for all day, from the morning to the late night. And it's a great thing because my kids have great energy. They're at the age right now, they seem to never run out of energy. So I want to be able to have energy to keep up with my kids, and enjoy them. Those ages, they come and go. It's so fast. It's crazy how fast they're growing. So now not only I can keep up with them, I can actually impress them with some of my physical abilities, and I seem like I can be their hero again. It also feels like it dramatically helps with my confidence. When I exercise regularly, I feel like I have what it takes to tackle the daily tasks assigned to me. I also feel like it helps my mind stay sharper when I'm at work. In a meeting, a lot of times we have very engaged, heated discussions. So I feel like I can bring my best game to the table and offer my strength to my team. So it just really helped me improve my quality of life. Another couple of scientific facts I want to bring out is, I know it makes me a happier person, and science helps explain why. When you have a hard workout, your body actually makes these feel-good chemicals called endorphins. So when you exercise, it can actually feel happier immediately. Same thing with stress. It can help reduce stress because your body also lowers the stress-feeling chemicals, hormones, such as adrenaline and cortisol. So these are just fascinating things that basically provide you a better quality of life. And then the last thing I want to talk about, major area of benefit about exercise, is character development, which is very, very, very important. So character development benefit of this actually came to me in a subtle way. I didn't really think about that until months later. I realized it really helped me become more mentally tough, which actually further develops into character as a human being. There's a 40% rule made known by Navy SEALs. It says that when you think you have physically maxed out yourself, you have only given yourself 40% of what your body is capable of. It's amazing. So what that tells me is that when I'm physically exhausted, I can actually have more to give, even though I don't feel like it. But you can. And what's going to keep you going is not your body. What's going to keep you going is your mental fortitude. It's that voice in your head that says, oh, you're done. Or the voice says, you can keep going, you can do this, right? So when you do more than what your body tells you to do, that's when you actually stretch yourself, that's when you actually grow. Prior to that, you're just maintaining or shrinking, right? So when you do that over and over and over again, that's what keeps you grow over and over again. And that also translates into other areas of your life. That's what can help you develop a can-do attitude. So, and then that's what prepares you for facing tough circumstances in life. So that benefit is really, really awesome. So now that I've hopefully given you some great motivations on exercise, I know you guys are all ready to go at it and try something, right? So I know for some people exercise can be daunting, so I want to offer some practical tips here just to make it easier. And it's really not, exercise is not about making it hard. It should be an easy thing. So be creative, you know. A lot of times we work in office environments. Maybe get a standing desk. You know, maybe instead of sit there all day, maybe stand, maybe walk around more. You know, instead of taking the elevator, maybe take stairs. Instead of riding the bus forward, maybe ride your bike. You know, get into some kind of accountability. Join a group. You know, invite others to join you. Sign up for an event. Be inspired by other people. You know, so and last thing I'd recommend is track your progress. I know it helps me when I track my progress. It helps me not just get started, but actually keep it going. And there's many mobile apps out there that can help you do that. So and also I want to do actually a couple of physical demonstrations if you guys don't mind. You know, it's about getting physical, right? So I'm a software engineer and I'm in office a lot. I do go to the gym and do stuff outdoors, but not all the time, obviously. So there's a couple of things I do. I want to show it to you guys, and maybe you guys can benefit. So stretching is very, very good. Before you exercise, a lot of times do a stretch. Spend a few minutes stretching is very, very important. There's one stretch that I do that I actually learned from my martial arts class. So I'll show it to you guys real quick. It's really easy, but it's also very, very helpful. So what you do is you just reach out as high as you can, both hands, and then you just keep your hands straight, your arms straight, and then just bend all the way down so you can reach your toes like this. And stay there for as long as you can, probably usually about a minute or so, even longer. I'm not gonna do that the whole time right now because the speech, you get the point. There's so many other things you can do. Another thing I like to do that's very challenging if you do it for long periods of time. It's called burpee. You guys probably heard of burpee before, but it's really good. If you haven't, let me show you how to do it. So it's like this. You do a push-up, and you jump up as high as you can. So you keep repeating that. Okay, so that's called a burpee. That's something you can do just in a very small area of your office. You can get your heart rate going really fast. Okay, so I'm just gonna give you 2 demonstrations. If you guys want to see more, I can show you more later. But to conclude my talk, I hope I've given you some motivation and show you some benefits of exercising in areas such as health and fitness, quality of life, and character development. So I know it has helped me a lot, and I hope I've given you some inspiration. So I hope you go out there and do something today.